Hi, it's Just So Trish, and this is an update to my garden. I hope you can, there you go, you can see me now. So I did do a little planting. It's not near as much as I wanted to, but I think I did pretty good for August. I did a lot of prep work. So I'm going to show you what I planted in kind of gearing towards my Trim Healthy Mama diet. And that definitely pulls those things together. So here we go. So here are my plants I actually planted. I've decided to start a lot of my seeds off only because I did some planting in the garden and the seeds never came up. So I just think there's too much competition. It's too hard to kind of get them going. But my husband's working. So I'm using like my leftover dinner trays, or when I make a meal or whatever, I am using them to hold the water and to keep things going. I don't want to overwater them. So I have some cups for mixed, and I have 2 zucchinis that already came up. I actually think they came up early. See, I wrote what they were. And in here I have pumpkin, watermelon, and zucchini. Pumpkin is one of my favorites. I like to dehydrate it, so that's why I got it going. And what I did was I actually have a hole. You can see that. I have a hole, one hole at the bottom. I used a potting mix and I put in there, so then that one hole will wick the water up to just what it needs. And then I went through my garden trash pile and I found these trays that I have from buying other things, and I am using this. This is all peppers and tomatoes. They're not even quite a week yet, so hopefully next week I'll be able to show you how far they've gotten. But I've so far gotten 2 plants. This right here is just what's left of the seed. Alright, so let me show you what's in the garden. Okay, so here's my garden. It doesn't look like much yet. The big thing is this area here outside the fence was really overgrown. So I just had my husband mow it. And he came in with the tractor and he mowed it. And the mulch, I've been doing a back to Eden style garden. The mulch has been sitting here over 6 months, and all I had to do was just pull back the mulch to the dirt, and it was beautiful dirt. So I ran okra, and I'm going to show you my okra. This is not even 2 weeks. Try not to stand in the shade. And so I do need to come in and thin the okra. I'll let it get a little bit bigger. But you can see I got really good sprouting. And the funny part was I couldn't find my seeds. I had them in a yogurt container. I found my seeds on the floor. My kids had opened up the yogurt container, and had poured the seeds all over the floor. So my husband, bless his heart, went and swept them all up for me. I was just like aggravated as can be. Swept them all up for me, and I planted them anyways, hoping I would get a good turnout, and I did. So there's my okra, and then I gotta come in this way. So I've been just dumping mulch and letting it sit. I tend to let the kids, I have the kids dump the leftover stuff, like leftovers and stuff out here if they don't go to the chickens. I haven't done as much in here because I actually put a lot of mulch here, and when I did, it's become very overbearing to plant. So this in my compost bin was some watermelons this summer that I forgot about, and so they've replanted themselves here when I composted them, so I'm going to let them go. I have some peppers, but you can see I have a lot of work still to do. So, like I said earlier, I had planted, and I'd planted seed to start off seed through here, and nothing happened. So, I figured it'd be better. These are my planting boxes from last year, and I still have mint growing. And then this is my basil that took over. But what's nice is I still actually have a few strawberry plants that made it through the heat of the summer, which never happens. Look at the bees in my basil. So can you see the bees? Good bees. And then one of my ones is my bell pepper. So this is what survived the summer of neglect. And it's time, I'll start picking some bell peppers here soon, because I'm fixing to be loaded with them, as you can see. So, that is what's going on in my garden. I'm still not in full swing, but it's September, and I can start planting. And what you can't tell is it's been so wet here, and the mulch is holding the moisture really well. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you later. I wish I had something good to... There's my pepper plant. I'm going to talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed my little garden update. I still have a lot to do. Alright, peace out.